Nature is all around. Go out and embrace it, young boy. That's what people say, isn't it? Nevertheless, there's no getting away from the fact that there's been quite a few nature walks that I've been on where I've seen and that's fine. I mean, we have good days and we have bad days, don't we? But how can you better your chances? Because I bet you, even the most exciting of our animals, I'm talking foxes, badgers and otters, don't live too far away from your own doorstep. But of course, these animals are super shy and rather not be seen. So the trick is for you to see them before they see you. First thing to consider is vision. Now, as a point of note, most mammals have actually got poorer colour vision than us. That being said, if you've got it, you might as well flaunt it. But nevertheless, you should definitely not wear anything as outrageous as this. In fact, no one should ever wear anything like this. You can have that one on me. But to be honest, normal, dull-coloured matte clothing will do, as long as you pay close attention to the other two senses. The second one being sound. And the third sense is smell. Now, you may think you smell like a bed of roses wearing this sort of stuff, but if you're looking for wildlife, it's a big no-no, because to an animal's sensitive nostrils, this is the olfactory equivalent of singing Sears Chandelier loudly at the top of your voice. Okay, enough fooling around. Let's actually go and find some animals. I want to find a badger. Do you want to find a badger? Jolly good. Now, you may think of badgers as a strictly rural species, but actually, as long as you've got a green space near you, you should be able to track them down. Oh, God. Right, I've just come across our first sign. If you look at this patch of grass here, you can see that there's a clearly defined path in it, which obviously wasn't made by a human. And that's what's known in the trade as a badger run. So I think a good idea would be to follow this path and see where it leads. See, hopefully this demonstrates that this path was clearly not made by a human. I think we've got lucky. It's exactly what I was hoping to find. That is clearly a badger set. I'm just outside what seem to be two of the main entrances. There's one just there and there's one just behind me here. And I must say they look pretty active. I'm seeing flies flying around them, which suggests that there's mammalian activity around. Oh, look. There's all these badger hairs, it's ridiculous. Badger hairs aren't actually grey, it's all one big illusion. They're white at the base, black in the middle, and then white again at the tip, and that gives the illusion that they're grey. I must say, after you've been here for long enough, you do begin to sense a sort of musty mammalian smell. It definitely feels like I'm in somebody else's territory. So all's looking good. But if you're a nature watcher, yes, you've got to be patient, but you don't really want to waste your time if you can help it. So in order to be triply sure that I'm in for a massive treat, I've got another trick. This is a trap camera. And when an animal passes by it, it records a 30-second video. So the plan is to attach this to that tree, which is in front of the main set, leave it overnight, and come back and see what footage we've got. Right, so next morning, I'm just approaching the trap camera now, but as I was approaching, there were actually some roe deer in front of the camera. So I've just disrupted a beautiful scene. And wow, look at this. Something has been rubbing itself against this tree, or either that or it's taken a disliking to the camera, because look, it seems it's got mud all over it. And this was just before I approached the camera, because there are those deer that have just run away. Yes, two badgers right by that set. That's definitely very indicative that that's their home. Oh, here he is. He's getting excited by that camera now. So I guess the next question is, can we do one better than that? Because seeing badgers on a monitor is one thing, but seeing them in the flesh is another. Now that's going to be difficult, but I'm up for a challenge. Who isn't up for a challenge? It's now the evening. I'm just approaching where the sets are. There's some lads playing football just behind me, which is slightly disconcerting me. Hopefully that won't scare the badgers away. Damn. There's a badger. There's a badger. Look at that. There was a badger just outside there. I really wasn't expecting that at all. Badgers don't have very good vision, and you can see he wasn't actually trying to look for me, he was trying to smell me there. Lifting his nose up in the air. That's a behaviour which we call phlegming. He's basically directing molecules into a special organ that most mammals have, called a vomeronasal organ. Basically just trying to work out if I'm any danger or not. So there. If that doesn't prove my point, nothing will. All you need to do is to take care of the way you look, the way you sound, the way you smell, and you too will be able to get as close to British wildlife as I did just then. Absolutely brilliant.